What is up, guys? It's Armagon from Team Chaos Karibo, and today we're going to be going over the Battle Pack 3 set list. It was recently released, or leaked you can say, and yeah, I'm going to go quickly over to some of the cards I thought were interesting and some of the newer cards from the set. And first up, for monsters, we have Evil Soul and Thunderbird, which I thought was a pretty cool reprint. Next up, for the newer cards, we have Stegosaver, and he's pretty interesting. His effect reads: during your opponent's turn, at damage calculation, if this card is in your graveyard, you can pay 1000 life points, special summon it, and if you do, you take no battle damage from that battle, and banish this card when it leaves the field. This is a quick effect. You can only use the effect of Stegosaver once per turn. So it's a pretty decent card. So with 2400 defense, it's a pretty good wall, and like a rank 6 deck might be able to use him efficiently. So next up, we have Master Craftsman Gamel, which is a sort of pseudo-honest for all archetypes. It reads: during either player's damage step, when a face-up monster you control is attacking or being attacked, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. That monster gains 300 attack until the end of this turn. So at 300 attack, it's actually pretty cool. I don't know what type of deck would actually run him. He's good. I imagine he's a good side deck card for mirror matches. But yeah, so next up we have the Xyz monsters that are getting reprinted, and there's a pretty good handful that are pretty good that are getting reprinted. We have Leviair, which this would make his second reprint, seeing as his first reprint was in the 2012 tins, but he's only available as a shatter foil. All of these Xyz monsters are only available as shatter foils, which kind of makes them a bit more harder to get. So next up we have Evigishki Merogeist, being the first reprint it has since Hidden Arsenal 6, and it's actually pretty good considering it's a great rank 4 Xyz monster to battle against hands, since the hands go back to the deck instead of going to the graveyard. So next up we have Diamondire. This would actually also be a second reprint, seeing as his first print was in Cosmo Blazer and the second was in the 2013 tins. Last but not least, for the Xyz that I find really interesting is Ghoststroke Alucard. This is actually his first reprint since Shadow Spectres, and it's actually pretty cool. I'm probably gonna end up buying it to see if I can get an Alucard, because he's a great generic rank 3 with being able to pop back row is pretty good. So next up we have the spells, and of course all the forbidden cards are getting another reprint in this set, which completes, I believe every battle pack has had all the forbidden cards in it as reprints. Next up we have Nightbeam. For the newer cards we have Card Advance, and Card Advance is actually pretty cool. So the effect goes: look at up to 5 cards from the top of your deck, then place them at the top of the deck in any order. You contribute summon 1 monster in addition to your normal summon and set this turn. You only gain this effect once per turn. And that actually is pretty cool. Specifically in Monarch decks, I could see potentially using this card. You know, maybe you Monarch players might be able to tell me different and it might be a bit slow, but I think it's a really good card. And yeah, I'm gonna have to playtest with it and see how it goes. So next up we have Breakthrough Skill, which is of course getting another reprint in the battle pack, and Pinpoint Guard. And those are two pretty good reprints. It's actually kind of weird considering Breakthrough Skill just recently got a reprint in the Lightsworn Structure deck. But yeah, it's getting another reprint in Battle Pack 3. So next up we have Ghost from the Past. The card goes: banish 2 monsters from your graveyard, then target 1 face-up attack position monster on the field. Its attack becomes 0 until the end of this turn. It sounds like a great card, but I don't know what deck could efficiently use it. But yeah, the artwork for it is actually pretty cool. And next up we have Typhoon. The effect goes: target 1 face-up spell trap card on the field and destroy it. If your opponent controls 2 or more spell or trap cards and you control no spell or trap cards, you can activate this card from your hand. So this card actually sounds pretty good. It's an MST. It's like a trap version of an MST, and allowing you to use it from the hand is actually like a pretty good effect from it. It's actually when you think about this card, mostly it comes to mind with the new Pendulums coming out, because if you think about it, pendulums count as spells on the field, and if you have 2 of them face up, Typhoon, you can use it straight from the hand and destroy one of them. So it actually has a bit of anti-pendulum thing going on. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool, and yeah, let's continue on. So next up, we have 2 cards that are similar. We have Swamp Mirror and Quantum Cat. So Swamp Mirror goes, activate this card by declaring 1 monster type and 1 attribute. Special summon this card as a normal monster. Level 4, attack 1800, defense 1000, with that type and attribute. And it's also this card is still treated as a trap card. And Quantum Cat is pretty much the exact same, except the stats are different, having attack of 0 and a defense of 2200. This is actually pretty cool, specifically if you're going for Xyz monsters that require a specific attribute, the specific monster type. Next up, we have Unbreakable Spirit. It goes, if you only control 1 face-up monster, target that monster. Until the end of this turn, it gains attack equal to the attack of the monster your opponent controls with the lowest attack. Your choice if tied. So this card actually sounds pretty good, specifically for decks that rely on that 1 monster to continue. It sounds like a good card on paper. Well, I'll yet to see what kind of deck can use it efficiently. And last but not least, we have Chaos Burst. This is actually not a very new card. The thing that makes it really interesting is that it was a GX Tag Force 2 promo. So this would make it the first reprint it's gotten. So the effect goes, activate only by attributing 1 monster when your opponent's monster declares an attack. Destroy the attacking monster, then inflict 1000 damage to your opponent. So it's sort of like a Mirror Force, but it requires you to use up your own monster. But specifically, it actually says tributing, so there could be some potential in that card like that, using it like that. But yeah, that pretty much covers all the cards I thought were interesting from the set or are new to this set. Let me know what cards are you most looking forward to, and yeah, feel free to leave that all down in the comments down below. This is Armagon, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya!